times when I just like having it watched, it turns itself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this meeting of Denby Parish Council, full council. It's the 9th of April, 2025. And we're in the Denby Community Centre in the Barn Green Room. And, there is no anticipation of a fire test tonight. So if the alarm goes off, please leave and exit by the nearest fire escape, preferably after me. Anyway, item 1 on the agenda is apologies. We have apologies from Councillor Brown, Councillor Langford-Smith, Councillor Clay and Councillor Stallard. And everybody else is here, I think. Yeah. Welcome all. Item 2 is declarations of interest arising from this agenda. Members and officers are invited to declare any relevant interests. Notwithstanding this item, members may subsequently declare an interest at any point during the meeting. Do we have any declarations of interest? No? Okay, thank you. Item 3, receive the minutes of the previous full council meeting. To receive and confirm the accuracy of the minutes of the council meeting held on the 26th of February. These have been circulated. Does anybody have any comments? I will show hands then for those who are happy that I signed them as a true record. Thank you. I shall do so. Moving on then to item 4, the Denby Parish Council project report, which has been circulated. And we are to note the ongoing project report from the parish clerk. Has anybody got any comments on it? No? Okay, thank you. Item 5 is public participation, but we are devoid of public, so we will skip that one. And move on to item 6, to receive the minutes, reports, recommendations and resolutions from the meetings below. Highways and General Purposes on the 12th of February and Finance, Admin and Personnel on the 5th of February 2025. So we note those. Item 7 is receive district council reports. Do we have any?
No.
No. So we won't receive district council report. Okay, item 8 then. 8.1, orders of payment. To consider and approve the orders of payment list 1. All invoices listed have been examined, verified and certified by the RFO. The council grants awarded for 2025-26 have been included for payment. To consider and approve. Anybody wish to comment on anything on the orders of payment? I will show hands then, please, for those who are happy that I sign them. Thank you. That's unanimous. Okay, item 8.2, and April payroll. To note that the RFO will notify the council's payroll provider to apply the pay increment to employee salaries as approved at full council meeting held on the 18th of December 2024. Minute reference 118-25C. Note. We'll note that. 8.3, correspondence, a letter dated 7/3/25, increase of service fees of the council's payroll provider. To note that the payroll service fees have increased by 35p plus VAT per payslip with effect from the 1st of April 2025. So we'll note that. And 8.4, correspondence, email dated 12/3/25, request for a grant to support delivering first aid sessions across Hampshire to discuss and determine action. Again, this has been circulated. So we have hopefully everybody's read it, but it's basically the St John Ambulance has around 323 dedicated local volunteers across St John Hampshire networks. Volunteers are fully qualified to deliver life-saving first aid training. Our sessions focus on CPR and using a defibrillator, responding to choking incidents, managing bleeding from minor cuts to serious wounds. In 2025, we aim to expand our outreach by delivering first aid training to more local schools, community groups and organisations. We'll also offer sessions in public libraries, small businesses and targeted communities. Skipping slightly and say the training is provided free of charge, and they're basically asking us to provide some money, no matter how small, to support their efforts. Well, opinions from anybody? Councillor Carson?
There's no indication that if we were to contribute, that we will actually see anything locally. And I think that if we were contributing, we would want some assurance that this extended outreach that they mentioned will actually include their need.
Mm-hmm. Councillor Jones?
I don't really have an issue with that. I think if you're unlucky enough to require the help that they're training for, wherever you are in Hampshire, you're lucky enough to be in Denby. If it was there, if I'm elsewhere and it happens, I want someone to support me. So I think across Hampshire, they're looking to raise a lot of money, and any contribution is going to help.
Anybody else? Councillor Berry?
I propose we took a microphone.
Okay, thank you. Somebody want to second that?
I propose we took a microphone.
I think it's just a case of debating whether we want to support them, and then think whether it should be more than £100 or how much. Whether we have budgeted amount or.
But we have a proposal which is yet to be seconded, so by all means people may offer other amounts or offer a different decision. Sorry, Councillor West.
Have we gave them a grant before?
I don't recall so.
Eh?
I don't believe so. I don't remember us doing so.
Oh, we just do match that. That's our question.
I think £500. I think that's like, we do benefit. We've got defibrillators in the village. I bet, a lot of people would like to learn how to use them properly. So I think £100 is a bit mean, personally.
Councillor Scurry.
Well, I think £100 is a bit mean. I also think £100 is a bit rich.
Should we then go hard in the middle? It's like, I'm not sure you're much more.
Councillor Jones.
I would propose a donation to
Second. Proposal and seconded by the race between councillors Carson and Scully. So we have a proposal that we give them a grant of £250. Show of hands, please. That's unanimous. Thank you very much.
My family always say that, I think it's strong.
Okay, anyway. Moving on, 9 is reports on parish representation on other bodies and organisations. The first one is the Demi Community Centre, which is myself and Councillor Brown, who's not here. Their latest meeting was last Thursday. Financially, they appear to be more than holding their own. And in fact, they've recently had, you may have noticed, the car park potholes filled, and the gentleman in the room will be pleased to know that the broken boiler in the gents' toilet is being replaced. So we will have warm water, gentlemen. They seem to be doing reasonably well at the moment. And I don't think there's anything else to report. Moving on to the next one, which is the Winchester District Association of Local Councils and Southern Parishes Group, which are both me. The Winchester District Association of Local Councils, we're not quite sure what's going on happening there. They should have had an annual general meeting last October and it hasn't happened. Yesterday was the latest Southern Parishes meeting, and 3 of the 4 executives of the Winchester District Association of Local Councils were staying behind after the Southern Parishes to try and sort out something, because they are at the moment not, as I say, they haven't had an AGM, and they're not, and nobody's been invited to a meeting. So we look forward to seeing that. Southern Parishes, there was talk, again, a fair amount of talk about the devolution and council restructure. Nobody really knows anything, so it's there's a lot of speculation and a lot of concern, but nobody knows anything really at the moment, other than the fact that the government seems to be quite keen to give Hampshire and Solent devolution. The discussion boils down to how many different authorities will be in that region. Everybody has agreed that the Isle of Wight should stay on its own, because it makes no sense to try and join it to anywhere else anywhere on the mainland. And there's a debate as to whether there's sort of 3 or 4 big councils in the rest of Hampshire. It would appear that Portsmouth and Southampton are already unitary authorities, and it's likely that they will expand into the areas around them. There is talk of Portsmouth taking East Hants, Havant, part of Fareham, and also at Southampton taking Eastleigh and Portsmouth also having Gosport, and the western half of Fareham and Eastleigh going in with Southampton. And New Forest are not keen to go in with Southampton. They would like to go in with Winchester. Most of the southern parishes would like to go in with Winchester, but it remains to be seen what will happen. The government has said that they don't want to see the boundaries changed, but that doesn't fit in with growing Southampton and Portsmouth. So we have to wait and see. One of the other things that comes up is regarding sewage. And since the last meeting, where there was a report that River Hamble has got worse in terms of the quality, because there's sewage discharge coming in from places where they're allowed to do some discharge, and also places where it's overflowing, like Botley Mill. Apparently, after it rains, the car park floods with sewage, and then it all runs into Hamble. So yeah, that's fun, isn't it? So, but anyway, it's a quick rundown of the two main things that were discussed yesterday's meeting. Hambledon District Welfare and Education Trust, that's me again, but that's not due to meet till June. We only have 2 a year. So Denmead Scouts Liaison, Councillors Brown and Jones. So Councillor Jones, have we had anything with the Scouts?
Haven't had a meeting since last time, and we are waiting for Councillor Brown to set up the next meeting on his return.
Okay. The Least Working Party, Councillors Brown, Jones and Berry. Anything?
Again, we're waiting for Councillor Brown to set up a meeting subsequent down there with the bowling club.
Okay.
That's on the agenda.
No. Football club, well, we haven't had any reason for a meeting, and the bowling club we've just covered under Least Working Party. But, we're waiting to set up a meeting. Yeah. Okay. Heading for a record here, folks. So item 10 is the confidential report. To pass a resolution by the Public Bodies Admission to Meetings Act 1960 to exclude the public and press for discussion of a confidential report.